Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Matthew and today we are going to be doing another discussion video, but this time I want to kind of point some attention towards what I consider to be the most underrated figure line I think of Godzilla in recent years. This is the Mezco's 5.XL Godzilla figure line. And let me just say, I think that when you really just boil everything down, including present day lines, well, I mean, that's kind of the point of it. This is my favorite. This is honestly my favorite. Now, hold up your horses. I know. I have been constantly on standby with NECA. NECA will always be my favorite, just to put that out there. It'll always be my favorite Godzilla figure line in general. But we're talking about present day figures, and remember, NECA doesn't make Godzilla figures anymore. They lost the license back in 2020. These figures are just new and rolling out. And might I just say, I think that Mezco absolutely is nailing these so far. Almost picture perfect. What do I mean by this? Well, let's go ahead and break this down. First of all, these are, well, actually, we'll talk about price in just a sec. In terms of the quality, sculpt, and paint, they're pretty much one-to-one with how they appeared on film. Yeah, you get a little bit of inaccuracy. Yeah, you get a little bit of paint scuffing, I mean. Like, for example, here on Anguirus' claw, you kind of get like a little paint scuffing, but since it is kind of on a small part of the body, no one's really going to notice until I just pointed it out. And not to mention, everything here is like really well done. And because of 5 points, you get 5 articulation points on almost every figure, with the exception of 2 figures. Three, I actually think. But yeah. So Sculpt and Paint is honestly movie accurate, and it's so cool that they're tackling mainly the Showa era films, with the exception of one set, kinda iffy, sort of not really. But so far, it just seems like they're really tackling a lot of the older school Godzilla films, which is something a lot of companies don't do nowadays. They mainly just focus on either Heisei, Millennium, Reiwa, or Monsterverse. Showa just doesn't really get all the love unless if it's 54. Also, another thing, articulation, posability. Who doesn't like it? They're kind of like miniature, much more detailed Bandai vinyls, kind of hyper detailed. Not referring to that Mecha Godzilla from the anime figure that Bandai released quite a while back. But the main two things that really shine in this realm is really its price and its accessories. Let me just go ahead and say, every figure that you see comes with its own unique accessory to some degree. Hedorah comes with a covered eyepiece, eye beam, and his own base. Almost every figure, with the exception of this guy, the Mothra, and the Mothra larva, all come with their own base. Godzilla comes with different arms, an open mouth head, beam effect, and of course a base. Ghidorah comes with his 3 gravity beams and the base. Gorosaurus does not come with any effects, but does come with his own unique base. But Anguirus does come with a different head entirely. Closed mouth to open mouth. And almost every figure does carry that trait. And honestly, it is sick. And I think the main thing, again, is price. Now, at first, yeah, retail the Destroy All Monsters set, which is the guy that he and him come from, and he and him too, retail for about $85 each. That does seem like a little much, but I'm telling you, the quality and how much you're getting per set is absolutely worth it. Do not be feared of the prices. The only thing I really would suggest you keep a lookout for is QC issues. That's where Mezco kind of drops the ball a little bit. Because when I bought this Godzilla vs. Hedorah set, my Flying Hedorah form did not come with the base. And honestly, I'm just kind of saying, you know what, screw it. I'm just kind of leaving it there because, I mean, I don't really need the base. It's not something that's mandatory, but that still kind of sucks for a set that's like $60, $70 before shipping. But still, that's one minor issue in comparison to a ton of different positives that I just listed off. And even if you are picky, say if you just want one figure of the bunch with its accessories, guess what? The aftermarket's got you covered. Say what you will about scalping, but I've seen very good prices with individual figures that go for what would have been their retail price had they been individual releases per figure with your accessories perfectly matched. Like it's about 20, 30, 25, $30 each. That's not bad. So if you just want a Godzilla and a Ghidorah and don't want to get that SDCC exclusive set, then go right ahead. Also, that's another thing. The exclusive sets. So far, there are about 3 sets in total. There's the SDCC exclusive set for Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, the Godzilla SDCC booth exclusive, and the Mothra set